I'm Wee Man, and
This is the
Wedgie.
Triple Wedgie. Were we going to see blood? I don't know. But man, this one got me excited.
We did when Rob himself did it in Jackass 1.
Yeah. So on this one, guys, the idea is the two big boys in the back are going to jump off the platforms. And that, in turn, will lift Wee Man off the ground, and everybody will then be suspended in air, enjoying their wedgies. And that's pretty much it. It's not super complicated, but what did you think when you stepped up to the plate for this one? What were you feeling?
You know what I was distracted by in this one? Because when Jackass and Preston Lacey jump, when they're ready to jump, they're like 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's time to go. Let's get the contraption started.
Yeah.
A pigeon photo bombs the background. I don't know if like it's a fucking John Woo movie. There's just like a pigeon flying through the background.
God, yeah,
and I swear I'm like so ADD, I guess, that I like as two giant guys in underwear are about to jump off of a pedestal and raise a very tiny guy in underwear via wedgie. My mind is thinking, look at that little bird go by. Where's that bird going right now? I wonder where to see that little bird go. Like, what am I doing? I have so many better things to watch.
It was probably trying to get as far away as possible from Machine Gun Kelly.
There you go. That's probably true. I loved this one though. You know what? This stunt has Bam Margera written all over it. I bet you he drew this one up. Kind of like the bungee jump.
Yeah.
I think it was from Jackass 2, the movie, where Wee Man does a bungee off of Preston Lacey and they both end up falling into the water. And in this stunt, you'll notice Johnny still has his black hair. So it may have been early enough in filming that Bam would have been on set. I bet
That's
you he was involved in this one.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah, it's a great concept. The wedgies happen, and basically, I think, like I had said earlier, the intention was to have everybody kind of suspended. But what pretty much ends up happening here is that Wee Man goes up, and he's kind of like just free hanging there, and just the look on his face is the best, by the way. But the other two guys are kind of just like face up at a bit of an angle, like face in the ground and just hanging from the undies, like feet in the air kind of thing. The thing I love about the guys in the back is like the way they land and the way they're just kind of motionless there. It almost looks like it's kind of enjoyable. Like they're almost kind of like, yeah, this wasn't that bad actually. And then you got Wee Man in the air just screaming bloody murder. And it's just a good picture.
Wee Man just like a Christmas ornament, just hanging there, slowly turning towards the camera. And he's like, Jeff, get me down.
Get me down. Get me down.
Jeff, like he's panicking so hard.
Yeah.
It was adorable. It was so funny. And Preston, like you mentioned, Jay, almost looks comfortable. He's just face down, resigned. Like I picture he's thinking like, how did my life get me here? I just shit myself the other day. Now I'm face down, ass up in a room full of guys with a little person dangling over to my left, and he doesn't even move. He's just like sitting there, like giving up on life. It was amazing. I really enjoyed all the reactions in this one.
I kind of hope, the more we talk about it, I'm getting the hunch, just a feeling that maybe we're not going to see any more of Preston Lacey. And I don't mean that in a sense of like, something terrible is going to happen to him. I mean the sense that I have a feeling he's going to maybe want to hang it up pretty soon. I don't know. I just get that impression. He doesn't look like he's enjoying himself a lot in this movie,
Honestly, and I'll get more into this in the next episode, but same with Wee Man to me. Wee Man seems over it. And I have some specific examples that I'll give in a future episode when we finish off Jackass Forever. But yeah, I think there are a couple people who will only come on to be like dressing in the stunt as opposed to the main part of it.
Yeah, it could be interesting to see what the future holds. And it's funny you mentioned Wee Man there because, yeah, I didn't really think of that. But I mean, at some point, you get kind of tired of doing something. And I mean, the money's probably nice to have, but I don't know. Maybe you just kind of want to be left alone after a while. Like I'm good. Hockey players retire. You get too old. You got to move on. So who knows? But speaking of moving on, so do we. So let's give this a rating and we'll call her a night. Mikey, what did you think of this?
You know what? I really enjoyed the minute to minute in this one. There wasn't a ton of build up, and I don't know if it would have been better or worse without that. I do think that it had that vibe of the bungee jump one, which I know we all really loved. I think it had some really good reactions. I think it was the perfect amount of time as well. And as much as I kind of feel like it was almost too short, like condensed, I don't think that was the end of the world. I don't really shave my full ass crack because I find that if I do, there's little pricklies. So that doesn't really help me too much. I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10.
You're such a dick, Mikey.
I mean, as long as we're just inserting random news about our assholes into our reviews, I figured I'd keep it going.
If anything, if you got a wedgie and you had the... If anything, if you got a wedgie and you had the pricklies, though, it's kind of like having grip tape down there. So it might actually work in your favor. I don't know. Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna go with actually a 7.5 as well. It had some good stuff. I laughed, but it definitely wasn't my favorite thing. But it definitely wasn't bad by any stretch.
Mm-hmm. Did your asshole pucker when the two guys jumped off the ledge?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jay, what about you? Did your asshole pucker?
Well, I was going to ask you guys, do you ever get that thing when your asshole puckers and then your balls and scrotum shoot up into your abdomen at the same time? It's nuts. Yeah. It's wild.
It's like they were just taken to by a speed bag gun.
It's like Chris tried to tell me a joke. This one is pretty good, I guess. And the fact that that's my reaction to it is probably telling. I detailed how excited I was when I saw the setup, and then other than Wee Man hanging there like the Christmas ornament,
that was
it for me. Like, I feel like it was good, but I don't know. It didn't land with me as my favorite thing in the movie, and I'm probably going to go lower actually than you guys went on it. I don't like it more than, say, The Fart on Fire. I'm going to give it just a 6 out of 10.
I can see that.
Kind of feel like it was let down a little bit for me.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the thing is, I said it coming into it too, this is a good one, and it is, but like, when it gets to the end, I just was left feel like, I've talked about this before, where it's like, I wish there was something more there, you know, like.
Yeah, it did feel like there was something slightly lacking.
Furnished by Sad Styles Productions.
Get into it!
Look at that pee-stained one right there. Ooh, dude.
That went well.
A little angel hanging in the air.